Hello, bruz, gruz, and nuzzbuzz. Welcome back to the Judgies place on the internet.
I hate that.
My name's Jaws.
What?
Jaws.
Jaws? Oh,
It's like the movie with the shark. Jaws. We're gonna need a bug of butt.
My name is Reh.
Yeah, you kind of already got it.
Yeah.
And my name's Christian.
And we are the
The
Judges.
Judges.
Welcome back, people. Big news. Do you know
Ooh.
what I hold in my hand right now?
The whole world.
Other than
In the
that,
palm of your hand.
He's got the whole
major key alert, DJ Khaled style.
What's happening?
Judgy's got a P.O. box,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folks.
Hey.
So one of these is for you guys.
It'll be for me.
What's gonna happen if I swallow it, huh?
Please don't.
You'll shit it out in a couple days.
I'll do it. Freaking dare me to, bro.
Well, Christian, let's get
And
down
we
to
already
brass
lost
tacks.
it.
Guys, P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350. That will be in the description. You don't have to send us anything. We just had a few people asking us about it, and we thought, what the hey? May as well get it, right?
May as well. Like, no pressure, but maybe send me, I don't know, $50,000.
Yeah, I don't think we can legally ask for money.
Ooh.
I think that's actually very illegal.
Ooh.
So don't send us anything worth anything.
I mean,
Unless
it was just my
it's-
birthday.
Unless it's sentimental.
Unless it's like, I don't know, $50,000 $1 bills in a non-sequential order.
Priceless antique photos of your grandparents.
That somehow feels worse.
That feels more illegal. And guys, you know what else people send into us? They send into us reviews, and I got a freaking
Whoa.
great one.
Woo.
That's right. That's PG this episode. No swearing from this fella. This is a 5-star review from Existing Human. Great show if you want more than just a Reddit show. I listen on Spotify, and I'm the person who reads reviews but never leaves them. But this requires my non-influential 2 cents. It's influential to me, guy. I've been hunting for a podcast that reads Reddit, or just personal stories in general, and gives more than a sentence of, "Oh wow," before going into the next one. This covers that desire and goes above and beyond. I feel like I'm sitting around friends just shooting the shoes. I don't want Apple to censor this review. More than once have I chuckled out loud at work because of the rapport between these 3 and their opinions on matters.
Hell yeah, dude.
Highly recommended if you're looking for something to relax and laugh to. Warning. If you don't like poop talk, feminism, bad puns, or get offended by left-leaning conversations, this won't be enjoyable for you. Still recommend because you might come around. Never thought I'd be the person to laugh at poop jokes, but I'm 46 episodes deep now. There's no turning back. Potty humor is now a thing.
Hell yeah.
That's right, Existing Human. You got it. We're bringing it back.
That's-
2021, the year of the poop.
I mean,
Woo, woo, woo.
2020, 2021, probably 2022.
Yeah.
I'm going to read a review to you.
Okay. Only one, though.
I gotta.
No, I'm gonna read
let's,
2.
Let's take one
Just to
second
spite
here.
you.
Let's take 1 second. This person didn't like poop talk before this? Who doesn't like poop talk?
Most people, actually. Anybody with a sophisticated sense of humor.
I feel like calling it poop talk is kind of like pillow talk.
Like
I
whispering
mean-
into
And don't
someone's
combine
ear.
them, you'll get pink eye.
You nailed it, Erica.
I know, that was a great joke. Okay, so the review that I liked, I mean, there's honestly so many good ones. This one is from Lauren is Boring. 5 stars. Haha, nice.
Nice.
I admit it makes me giggle a bit. The pod is a bit goofy. 0 out of 10, though, for making me burst out laughing on a plane. It was humiliating. Y'all be hearing from my lawyer.
Maybe you shouldn't be laughing at all of our poop jokes. Did you ever think about that? Middle of Miss Boren Lauren?
I feel like I would have like anxiety about listening to a podcast, like especially if you know our podcast, to listen to it on the plane. It's like, what happens if you accidentally disconnect your headphone, or like
Or your headphones too loud.
you're
and the
listening
person-
too loud and you're
You have
the
to open up.
passenger.
You have to open up porn to make it seem like you weren't just listening to somebody talk about.
No, I swear I'm a normal person. I swear.
I was beating off under this blanket.
I also liked this one. This was from Yummy Banana.
Honestly, just the name.
The title is Kinda Dumb, but I Like It. 5 stars. Thumbs up.
I think wasn't that your vows to Christian on your wedding day?
I was gonna say that's the
Kind of dumb, but I like it.
Yeah.
No, that's what he said to me.
no.
The whole wedding's kind of dumb, but I like it. The reception was trill.
That was the whole review.
That was it. That was the whole review. That's why I liked it. Short and sweet and to the point.
Well, I got a review for us that Josh didn't appreciate, but I think kind of paints a picture.
Throwing me under the bus here.
This review is sent in by Mailman Steven, titled, Like a Perfectly Timed Fart. Imagine, if you will, you're over at your parents' for Thanksgiving. You immediately feel the tension because, you know, your dad is mad at your brother over something, but you could care less, really. Your mom forced everyone to come together. Luckily for you, your favorite cousin is there to hang out and get zooted with you by the car before you go in for food. You sit down and start eating and don't even notice your dad and brother arguing because you're high out of your mind and really enjoying the baked mac and cheese. When you finally stop eating your third plate to look up, your brother has stormed off and there's an awkward, thick silence in the room. That's when your cousin lets out the mother of all farts. Dry, but volume. And the two of you can't help but burst out into laughter. The Judgies are that cousin. I love the pod, guys.
I wondered where this was going, but that was a trip.
Steve,
I
how
enjoyed it.
zooted are you right now? That's a question I have for you.
That's a very good question, because that was a very roundabout way to say that you like us.
Maybe
I appreciate
everybody
it.
who likes our humor is just fucking high out of their minds. That's why they think poop's funny now.
Oh no. Do people only think we're funny if they're high?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We like being that anchor at the party. We're the cool sober people at the party that all the high people laugh at.
Sure.
I don't know what it feels like to be a fucking dweeb, Josh. Maybe you can explain this feeling to me.
Well, sure. Maybe I can explain it as we laugh at some stories. Guys, if this is the first time
What
listening,
a transition.
we read stories off of the internet and from our listeners. Speaking of crisscrossing, this was a cross posted story. Listener sent it in last month, and I forgot about it, but here it is. It was on Facebook, but it's formatted like a Reddit post, but it's not a screenshot of a Reddit post. We're going to assume it was a Reddit post.
Oh, it's not one of like the stories I find.
No.
Where it's just
Fair.
bounced between 8 social media sites.
Yes.
This is on Gawker. Am I the asshole for finding my girlfriend annoying and wanting to break up over it?
Yes.
Don't be so quick to judge. I know the title probably already has everyone going, yes? But I'm hoping to provide some background on a very story. It's a very story. It's much of a tale. I've been dating my girlfriend for a few weeks now. I've known her longer than that, though. The TLDR is we're in a long-distance relationship, and I got to know her as someone she isn't. She's trans, but not open about it quite yet. I've made her feel safe and secure enough to be open and honest with me, and I'm over the moon that she trusts me so much. However, she has completely changed since coming out. I'm a very blunt and upfront person most of the time. I don't sugarcoat unless absolutely necessary, and I don't baby. My girlfriend does. She's obsessed with being some ooh-woo e-girl, and everything revolves around that. I'm talking the whole 9 yards. Every R becomes a W. Example. Sorry becomes sowie. Sleep becomes sweepy. Blanket becomes bwanky, etc. And it's over voice as well as text. It's driving me up a wall. It's cute on occasion, but this is 24/7 for her.
It's never cute.
She also likes to copy me? If I wake up and ask how she's doing, she'll normally respond that she's doing well or great. However, if she asks me and I say I'm having a bad morning / in pain, chronic illness, tired, etc., suddenly she's feeling the exact same way, word for word. She tries to mirror my emotions and reactions, which just bothers me because it doesn't feel genuine. I understand she's exploring herself and growing, but I feel like parroting someone isn't how you find yourself. She gets pouty and cries all the time, and honestly wants to be coddled and taken care of. But that's not me. Something I let her know early on when we were just friends. She apologizes for everything, and she repeats it multiple times an hour, every hour that I'm awake. For instance, if I wake up with a headache, she says, "I'm sorry, your head hurts," at least 20 times an hour.
I don't like that.
Let alone if I express something more severe, in which case every sentence starts with an "I'm sorry."
I eat bees.
I want to break it off, but I don't know how to explain that we just aren't compatible because she's constantly telling me I'm her soulmate, how happy she is with me, in love, etc. I want her to be who she wants and support her in her personal journey and growth. But I know if I tell her that her personality doesn't just appeal to me, it'll destroy her. I don't want to be talked to like I'm an infant with baby talk. I don't want to be coddled or constantly apologized to. I want a partner who will match my energy and not shut down if I so much as blink in a way that they perceive as off. She's so insecure. I don't know what to do. I don't want her to change on my behalf because I 100% want her to be the best and happiest version of herself. I'm just going absolutely insane with the ooh-woo stuff. Am I the asshole?
All right, I take it back. You're not the asshole. I totally get it.
What a crazy just change.
Yeah. It's insane. First off, texting with replacing the R's, that's so much effort. That's an insane amount of effort. You got to turn off autocorrect on your phone.
You just turn on autocorrect. So if you type sorry, it autocorrects to sorry.
You have to add all those words to your phone's dictionary.
Mm-hmm. Anything with an R, yeah.
God, that's the most insane part is the texting to me. Is like the amount of work to do that. Astronomical. Sorry, astronomical.
I couldn't. I mean, I hate that like baby talk thing, and like it would be funny the first couple times, but then if you're like imagine a serious life event occurred, like my car broke down. Can you come pick me up?
Oh,
My flower died.
That's what I was just gonna say.
You say flower?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't like it.
Could you imagine? Imagine
No.
having it trying to like. I mean, maybe they don't want kids or like something like that, but like in a different relationship, wanting to have kids and having like an actual baby talking to
I
you.
don't even like when people talk to babies that way.
Yeah.
Like, just I'm not even gonna get into like the whole
That's our hurt
psychology
jerk.
about like talking to babies like they're babies, or like talking to kids
Yeah.
in baby talk.
Yeah.
You're more likely to help them mature if you don't speak to them like they're 3 years old.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't know you want to just crush every child's childhood and make them mature
That is not
rapidly. I think it's another thing he said here, which is a little contradictory, is he's talking about how annoying it is that she's parroting him.
Mm-hmm. Pair wedding, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But then later on, he's like, I'm just looking for someone to match my energy.
Yeah.
It's like, that's exactly what she's doing. I don't get it, dog. What are you looking for?
Babe, how you feeling this morning? Oh, I feel great. How about you? I feel like shit. Oh, I also feel like shit.
Ugh.
Oh, actually, I feel like a total piece of turd. A total turd right now.
Christian found his new kink, Erica.
No. Ugh.
I don't think this dude's in the wrong in any sense. Like, obviously, if you're incompatible, then break up. Whose feelings are you saving by dragging through it? But how do you not know what kink shaming is?
True.
Like the way you said, whatever that is.
Whatever sick shit that is that she's into.
See, that's like, if that's what you want to do, I suppose
That's
I
why
could give it a try.
I
but
tricked you into marrying me first before I dropped it on you. Now there's
You
a
played
whole
a
bunch
real
of
long game,
there's a
waiting
whole-
10 years.
there's a whole bunch of fucking paperwork now. Sorry, paperwork.
Don't like it.
Guys, do we need to go on a break?
Ugh.
It is pretty gross. It's funny when I say it, but when you say it, it is gross.
Well, I'm not good at it either. You're oddly good at it.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because I couldn't pronounce R's as a child because everybody in my family baby talked me.
I mean, I
I
couldn't
mean,
pronounce
you were the baby of the family.
I couldn't pronounce ours when I was a kid. I guess I just like learned real good to pronounce them correctly. So
I hate that you did that on purpose.
sorry, I'm just that naturally funny. It's almost supernatural. Guys, let's get on a break. Bye.
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 You. And we're back.
Guys, welcome back to this side of the podcast. We had a good discussion about P.O. boxes on the break. There's really a lot about them that I had no idea.
I was none the wiser.
I think it's crazy that you can just have a P.O. box in any city.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, yeah, let's just not have it in the city we live in. And then they were just like, okay.
Yeah, I definitely thought there'd be like more rules to it other than just being like,
Yeah, they do.
no, just show up.
I had to have 2 forms of ID with and like one of them couldn't be just like a piece of mail with my name on it, which is normally it's like, picture ID and then piece of mail with your name and address on it. But that wasn't one of them, so I brought in my voter ID card, and he's like looking at it and he's like, "You live in this city?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "And you're opening a PO box in this city?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right."
He definitely thinks you're being sketch.
And then I go and I was like, can I just make sure that there are 2 other names on the PO box? And he's like, "Yeah, sure. What are they?" And I was like, "Yeah, so it's Erica with a K and then Kleckner." And he's like, "Oh, I don't need the last name. What's the other one?" And then I was like, "Christian." And he's like, "Okay, same name as you?" I was like, "No, they have the same name. It's both Kleckner." And he's like, "Are they family?" And I was like, "Yeah, they have the same last name. They're married." And he's like, "All right, I'll go check."
He's like, what kind of free thruple shit are you into?
This dude thinks I'm trying to like run a mafia business through a 3x5.5 inch hole in the government building.
Cool.
Why'd you say hole like that?
Whole.
Oh.
Whole lot of beans.
It's the opposite of baby talk. It's granddaddy talk where you just hit the H's real good.
You young whippersnappers.
Exactly.
Ricky's busting out accent 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, what'd I do last week?
Something.
You hit him with the Yogi Bear.
You hit him hard with the Yogi Bear.
Hey, boo boo.
There it is again.
That's like the easiest one to do.
Guys, real quick circle jerk. This is, how Christian sometimes is like, I've got an idea, it's been brewing up, then he'll have like 25 fucking things in it.
Yeah, and it takes the last half of the episode.
So this is the opposite of that. I've got 2 ideas for potential future circle churches. All right, I'm gonna do both of them, but I only have 2 things written for both of them. So the first is Aurora just moved in to my house. It is now
Congratulations.
Serious?
our house. Well, we broke up, but it just sort
Oh
of
my
made
God.
sense fiscally to like, kick it together.
Yeah.
Can I keep Aurora?
Yeah, in the breakup.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets the house too. It's crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she fucking pulled it out from under the rug. So these are things that Aurora says that since we've moved in that are just fucking insane to me. They make me cry laughing whenever I think about it.
Like the Twitter hashtag shit my wife says or shit my husband says.
I don't know.
Probably.
I haven't seen it. But we were making burgers, all right, using ground beef. Yeah, and that's a euphemism for whatever you want it to be. And we were going to
Did
prepare.
you call her Misha while you made burgers? Or?
Ew.
We were making burgers and we were forming the patties. And she referred to the ground beef. She said, "Hey, what else do you want to put in this loose meat?" And she looked at me dead in the eyes and thought that was fine.
I thought that was fine.
I was dying laughing. I was just like, "Loose meat?" And she's like, "What? It's loose meat."
She's
I was
not
like,
wrong.
"You're not
but...
wrong, but
Ugh.
Looking at it in the bowl right now. It's shaking around. It's
Ah,
loose.
ugh.
what does tight meat look like? You know what I'm saying?"
A bratwurst.
That's in a casing. That's fair. All right, the other
I'm
one.
not a fan.
The other one that gets me every time, and there's gonna be more of these, I guarantee it. But whenever now, and this I swear this didn't happen until we started until she moved in. Whenever a motorcycle drives by, she does this really deep voice like, "Oh, well, here come the motorcycles. It's Sunday. Gotta get the..." And she gets pissed. She gets angry whenever any motorcycle drives by. "Here comes the motorcycles. Gotta take my motorcycle out. It's sunny out. Gotta get my motorcycle." And Aurora is not an angry person. She does not hold any like hate in her veins, but for some reason she hates people riding their motorcycles on sunny weekends. It's so fucking funny.
So
to
the
me.
only time they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's like, why do these freakers gotta have their motorcycles out on the weekend? I was like, "Cause it's nice out." She's like, "That's stupid." I'm like,
If you're a real motorcyclist, drive on the weekdays.
I love her. I love her so much.
Okay, and ready now. Of course, every segment also has to be kind of focused around me.
Makes a lot of sense.
These are jokes that I make at work that don't land.
Oh, I love this already.
So I'm gonna give you the punchline first, and then I'll give you the setup. All right?
Why?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
All right, I'll do the setup then the punchline. The setup. We were talking about we were making my coworker was making a joke about we need more authoritarian women. We need more female dictators. And I said, "Yeah." And then she said she was going to write a book, like a dystopian novel about a female-led dictatorship.
Dictatorship.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
And I said, Yeah, and then you can write a book and call it Mein Krampf, and it'll be about menstrual pains. And I thought that was a pretty good pun.
No. Boo.
All right, that's
Boo
fair.
you to hell.
And here comes the second one. Same coworker / friend was talking about her dog. I don't really listen to her half the time because she knows I don't listen. She just vents. So I sort of black into conversations, and she's like, yeah, so my dog died. And I'm like, what's up? So
and then you thought it was good to make a joke.
No, this isn't about her dog dying. Her dog had a distemper shot, and then they waited too long to get the second one. So he has to go back in to get another distemper shot, and then a third one, which will be the second one. And I was like, man, Jackson must be thinking, wake me up when distemper ends. So now Erica's at a bind here because she loves infectious disease jokes, and distemper is technically an infectious disease of dogs. So she has to laugh legally.
I mean,
it'd be illegal to not laugh.
You have to laugh.
I'm gonna give it a boo.
So I just want you guys to know that
but I enjoyed it.
When I tell my coworkers that I have a podcast where people think I'm funny, they look at me like I'm insane.
Clearly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because they're like,
all,
if this is the quality that you're making it here, like, ooh, that's a bad deal.
Buddy?
So yeah, I hope to update both of those things with
yes,
more.
I want to see more of this.
So maybe it'll be a
in
recurring
future.
segment.
I want to see more of it too, but I kind of want to go back and be like, why were you talking shit about me at the beginning of this whole thing? Like, I think my ideas are good, dude.
Oh.
I also was like, what part of his
I
stories
wasn't-
was talking
no,
shit?
Let's
I
go
wasn't-
all the way back to the beginning.
Christian
And let's make this last the whole second half, like Erica said.
Christian is just always so not confident in his self-worth or like in his like own ability, where he's like, yeah, I don't know, I've just been throwing this together, and then you'll just have like 17 like here's 5 like pretty well thought out podcast spin-off ideas, and you're like, I don't know, it was just whatever though.
Or like the haikus that he did.
Yeah.
He's like, I
Sometimes-
just thought up of like, I don't know, some stupid poems or something.
Sometimes I go into weird spirals. Not at work. This isn't done at work. I'm not committing time theft. Where I'm just bored, sitting around, not doing what I should be doing, and I think of podcast stuff. And then I go on for a little too long. And then you guys get mad at me, I guess. I mean, I thought they're always good and funny
I'm not
and
mad.
perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Why are you guys yelling at me right now, dude?
Guys, let's get into the back half. We're gonna do a listener submission, but this is one that they sent in. It's a Reddit post. I needed to read it.
That's just too good.
We got a packed episode this week. This is sent in very loyal listener. I don't know if they want me to read their name on the pod, but they've been commenting stuff for a long time. So thank you.
Appreciate the love.
This is a screenshot in our email, judgiespod@gmail.com, of /am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling the truth in the wedding toast?
Why are you talking like Ben Shapiro?
Yeah, why'd you go to 1.25 speed here?
I listen to podcasts at 1.6 times speed, trim silence, so I guess maybe my mouth is just finally catching up to my ears. Am I the asshole for telling
Yes.
the truth in my wedding toast? I'm a 30-year-old male, and my best friend got married last week. I just bought a house, and my wife is expecting our son in November, so I let him know I was limited in what I could contribute financially, but did tell him I would try my best. So I went to the bachelor party in Maine, I rented the tux, and paid for mine and my wife's dinner at the rehearsal dinner. I also had a gift of $300 that I was going to give them, but we'll get to why I didn't give it to them later. His, now wife, then fiance, texted me multiple times a day with updates. Fine. I didn't always respond, and it got
Updates about what?
wedding stuff.
I don't think I texted Taylor maybe twice.
We're about to get into
In the
updates.
whole 2 years we were engaged.
How many times did you text me? Probably a lot, but not wedding related.
Why were you texting Josh?
You were in the group chat, probably. I didn't always respond, and it got to the point to where if I didn't respond at least once a day, I'd get a call from my buddy. I have a full-time job, and I'm redoing some rooms in my house, so I'm busy. She texted me for the following reasons. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 of them. 1, my wife was not allowed to talk about our pregnancy at all. She didn't want anyone to focus on that more than her, the bride. 2. She was not going to order special food for my wife. No one asked her to. My wife was fine with whatever she was going to be served. 3. I was not helping the groom enough. He had to help her with favors, seating charts, and programs, so I had to help him with those things, according to her. She also said to get ready to help with thank you notes after the wedding.
That is... What?
4. She said if I was a true best man, I would offer to pay for the bar bill. I don't even know what that means.
What? That's... I'm writing to Taylor right now. I'm pissed.
If you were a true best man, you would have forked it over, buddy. Really raising the bar for best men there. 5. She had to read and approve my speech before the rehearsal dinner and wanted to be included as much as my buddy. She told me to make up things if I had to. I was also not allowed to include anyone but the two of them. And no inside jokes or stories about my buddy that didn't include her. Her last text said to tell my wife to keep it together and not make a pregnancy scene during the wedding.
This woman sounds awful.
Yeah.
3 of the 6 were about this dude's wife being
Yeah,
pregnant.
why did she keep bringing in the wife?
Also, she wanted her to choose a dress that downplayed her pregnancy as much as possible.
I'm surprised,
I was gonna
honestly.
make that joke, and I was like, "Oh, what? She wants you to wear a dress where you don't look pregnant?"
I was just so aggravated. I spoke to my friend to see if he could reason with her. He told me to just play ball on this one. It's her day and to cut him a break because he'd be dealing with her nonsense for the rest of his life.
I sincerely hope his wife went into labor, hopefully full term, at their wedding. Did that happen?
We'll see. I was annoyed but calmed down. The day of, all the bride and my buddy did was scold me, berate me, and bark orders. I headed down to the bar for a drink. The bride's mother is there and warns me not to get drunk because I've ruined her daughter's day enough. Final straw. I didn't give him the card with the cash, and in the speech, I used my friend's exact wording about having to deal with her nonsense for the rest of his life. I wished him the best and told him I'd always be there for him, especially during the divorce. Am I the asshole?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I get it, but...
I mean, it feels right what he did, but yeah,
A
he's
little-
the asshole.
A little bit of karmic justice at the end, but yeah, you're a fucking dick.
I think that he should have put her in her place, I don't know, immediately. As soon as any of that shit started, he should have been like, excuse the fuck out of you. We're not doing that.
Well, and real easy solution up top too is like, if as soon as you're getting this shit, just be like, hey, if this is what being the best man entails,
I can't.
find someone else.
Yeah.
Because like, I love you guys to death, but this is killing me, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild that the husband is like, I know, I hate her too, so just deal with her for a day, because I gotta deal with her my whole life.
I love the trope of men always hating their partners.
I hate that trope.
Like, what an insane premise / precedent to just live with and set, and like just be like, yeah, she sucks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like,
I don't like that.
sometimes she touches my dork sometimes. So like, it's
You
worth
can
it.
literally find anyone in the world to touch your dork.
Not my freak dork.
I mean, yeah, you could.
You
Please
found-
don't, though.
You found anyone in the world to touch your freak dork.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You found 2 of them, man.
This hand and this hand?
Yeah, Jill and Rosie right there.
That's not their names.
Well,
It's Lefty and Diana.
lefty is your right hand
Yes, obviously.
because, and then you sit on Diana and let it like fall asleep / like die.
Die?
Yeah, like Princess Diana. I don't
No.
know.
That's a...
You know, like Dead Arm.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just like a
This joke needs
very
to
crass
die.
joke you
It
made.
was a long car ride to get there.
Can we
God
just-
damn. Okay.
Let's all clear our throat and just kind of...
Move on.
We get
Move
listen.
on.
Like Prince Charles.
We got banned off TikTok. I can't believe I forgot to bring that up at the top. We got banned twice off TikTok.
We're kind of...
Like our whole
Wrongfully.
account?
We just can't post, but we're back now. It's fine.
Oh.
It happens. But wrongfully, all of our videos that get stricken get reinstated, which means we didn't break TOS, but it still somehow strikes against us for TOS. Whatever. We get a lot of comments. We get reviews on our podcast. We get comments on our YouTube page, on TikTok, saying that we talk too much shit about men.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, if the shoe fucking fits, we're going to talk shit about men. But sometimes women do be crazy.
Oh, for sure.
And sometimes they be doing wild shit, and we talk shit about women too, all right? So here we are.
Mm-hmm. This woman fucking sucks.
Well, the guy sucks too, to be fair. The husband, who's just
Yeah.
like, fuck you. But
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely both suck. It sounds like it's gonna be a terrible marriage. So
Mm-hmm. I mean, I
Happy
wish
for
him
'em.
the best of luck, but like, ew.
I mean, how stressed were you guys around your wedding?
Oh God. I was
Maybe it's
miserable.
just a wedding thing, you know?
well, it's
But
it definitely wasn't just the wedding. I could see like the day of being stressed and like on edge and everything, but to specifically be like, you're the reason my wedding's going wrong is insane. I don't know what a best man could be in charge of that. They are making the wedding day go wrong.
He didn't pay for the bar, so they ran out of beer.
Yeah.
insane. What are you?
Yeah, the bride's parents pay for the wedding. The groom's parents pay for the rehearsal dinner. And then the one guy that he chooses out of his frat party, frat boy friends, has to pay for all of the alcohol for the wedding.
Yeah.
And the bridesmaid has to pay for
See, that
food.
Was
I
the
don't
issue.
know.
That was the issue. Is I didn't have any frat bros to make my best man.
No.
I just only had fucking real bros.
Aw, that's so cute.
Except he doesn't even listen to this podcast, so
Taylor doesn't listen.
no way.
We're way too normie for Taylor. Guys, we're normie. I'm sorry. We're chuggy.
Yeah, it's a
Excuse
bummer.
you.
Hate to break it to us.
Very chug.
Oh.
But if you know what, Erica, if I was gonna be chuggy with anyone, I'm glad I chugged you. So.
Oh my God.
I chugs you.
All right.
I guess I'll accept.
Last one. Are you ready, guys? Last one of the
Let's
day.
freaking hear it. Lay it on my ears, man.
Is this an actual listener submission?
This is an actual listener submission. Guys, please send in sound bites. We're going to insert some sound bites. Send them in. Give us your best shot. Let us know if we can use video or audio from it.
I got one.
Okay. This will.
Listener submission.
Nice. So just do that,
Yeah.
and then we'll lay it over Erica.
It's time for the judges to judge their listeners.
All right, guys.
Lay it on me.
Can I get a boyfriend and a girlfriend?
Please don't wink to the listeners like that. Stop, dude.
Can do both sides.
Stop, dude. You want a girl and boy's name?
A girlfriend, boyfriend name?
I'm thinking Mark.
And I'm thinking Luann.
And then a mom's name.
Oh,
Shirley.
Okay.
surely you're kidding me.
I was just going to say that.
I've been with my boyfriend for 4.5 years now. Oh, I should read the title, huh? My boyfriend's mom crosses boundaries, and I don't know what to do. Plus issues with his dad. Oh, we also need a dad name.
Oh,
Bruce.
that's a good dad
Shirley
name.
and Bruce.
Surely you're Bruce and me.
Shut up.
Shirley, you're Bruce and me. I've been with my boyfriend for 4.5 years now. I often go over to his house to hang out since I have brothers, so it's weird to hang out at my place. During one time I went over to his house, we were cuddling on his bed and starting to make out when his mom walks in. We stopped and looked at her because she's never done that before. She tells us to scoot over, and we do, and she lays down next to us. So we were just making out, and now it's me, my boyfriend in the middle, and his mom cuddling in bed. I'm slightly uncomfortable.
Huh?
Is she just having like a bad day and just needs a cuddle?
That's what you have a husband for.
Bruce is being a real fucking dickhead.
Get a new one.
It's not that easy.
I know.
I'm slightly uncomfortable, but I feel weird saying anything because what can I say in that situation? She goes off about school. She recently went back and is taking a lot of the same classes as me. And we sit there for like 20 minutes, like that. When she leaves, I look at him weird, and he really didn't say anything about it, so I let it go. But she crosses boundaries often. Her first Christmas gift for me was lace panties, like 20 pairs.
That's so much money.
And she kept telling me I'll need to wear them eventually. Erica, you want to give a wink?
I don't like it.
Yuck.
He once went out with a girlfriend. And I'm pretty trusting, so I didn't really care. And she texted me why I wasn't going with them and why I wasn't upset that he was going. My boyfriend has always been loyal. I didn't like the girlfriend he was going with as a person. She's just not a good person. So I didn't want to sit around with them for an hour or two being bored. His dad also isn't better and keeps delving into our sex life and offering us places to do it.
No, dude.
He also speaks to me slightly condescendingly, especially when it comes to school. My boyfriend is in university. I'm in community college preparing to transfer into uni. His dad always looks completely disinterested in what I do, and his stepmom is always my saving grace in those situations. I want to talk to my boyfriend about it, but whenever I do, he just kind of brushes it off because it's normal for him. Am I the asshole for not just dealing with it? Am I looking too much into it?
No, this is fucking weird.
It's very weird.
It's
There's
weird.
some weird boundaries going on
I
here
don't
that
like it.
had
I like-
not been established.
I like how he's like, it's normal for me, which means they've done this to every partner he's had,
Yeah.
which is fucked up that he just, every other partner was just stuck in the same situation as our listener to like, what do we call our listener? Luann.
Mark and Luann.
Mm-hmm.
Luann just like stuck in it. Like she's finally like, hopefully she gets the courage like to just say something, be like, hey, you're making this situation real fucking weird, buddy.
Very uncomfortable.
Very, very uncomfortable.
You're making it markedly bad. You shouldn't bring me down, Bruce. Surely you don't mean to do that.
Boo.
Don't you mean Lou Ann?
No.
I can't believe you got it all in there. All the
Yeah,
names. That's
I did it.
impressive.
I just squeezed them all in there right next to him. Now, I probably can't tell this during the podcast, so I won't.
You have to now.
No, I think Aurora would be upset with me. But I just went to an event
Okay.
where a protective mother did a thing, and man, it was fucking awkward. Like, when I was younger, I was definitely more of like a mama's boy, and like I know there's like the mama's boy like trope or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just like being removed from it now, where it's like I couldn't imagine being in a relationship where somebody was like that protective / I guess the mom is kind of not even protective. Like the mom is the almost the opposite of protective, where she's like, both her parents are like, fuck my son, please. And like that's probably weirder.
Maybe they're just like worried about him because they knew he was a late bloomer. Just like, for the love of God, please tell me you're having sex with my boy. Fuck my boy.
One of my coworkers only refers to her son as my boy. Like that's it. Doesn't ever call him by his name. Only ever refers to him as my boy.
Do you think that she maybe just like forgot his name and
No.
is too embarrassed to ask?
It's been
No.
too long. It's been 17 years. I can't ask.
No,
That'd be
he's
really...
almost 30.
I mean, because that happens to me a lot. And I'm just like, my guy.
my boy.
Is that why you called me hey girl the other day? You forgot my name?
Yo, lady.
Yo, my wife? Question mark?
Dude, imagine if we did like a live show and like everybody was shouting and like the one crowd was like, hey, Christian, and the other crowd was like,
My guy!
how much would 20 pairs of lace panties?
It's got to be expensive, right?
Oh, if she's getting it from Victoria's Secret, they're usually
5 for $25 on a
Oh.
good sale.
No, it's 5 for $27.
Like that was so incredibly off.
I'm such a
$2
fucking dumb.
$2. Excuse you, it's way more expensive.
Yeah, it's 5 for $27.
$5 for 27 pairs.
No,
Yes.
I wish.
So, how much? That's so crazy. So what? That's 27 times 4. That's $128 just down the fucking drain.
I mean, unless she got it during the semi-annual sale, and then
5 for 25. Yeah.
yeah,
Seriously?
yeah,
They drop it down by $2.
probably. I don't know.
Now that's the secret. Is bad pricing.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of Queen Victoria, let's bring it back to Diane. Princess Diane.
Huh?
Wasn't her mom Victoria?
No.
That's the Queen's name.
That's not her mom.
How do
her
you
mother-in-law.
literally know nothing about the royal family?
Queen Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, the other.
Also, not her mom.
What's
Yeah.
up? Who's her mom?
Diana married into the family.
Whatever. I meant mother-in-law. Oh my god. You knew that, Erica. Come on.
Why were you even bringing this up?
I don't know. I went off on a tangent.
Ladies.
I knew you were going to say that. I almost said it myself. Who am I kidding?
Well, guys, I think we're done kidding. I know my transitions were really good tonight. But we're wrapping up this episode.
All right.
It was a good one. We led with Supernatural.
Yes, loved that. Ugh,
You and we ended
this might
with
go down
something
as my favorite episode ever.
not so natural. Way too close of a bond between a mother and father and their son.
That was a great listener submission. I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
Bet.
It was a great story.
Keep up that kind of quality.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you're not the asshole, of course. Hopefully, it's not your responsibility, but if you do want to say something, definitely say something. And then if you feel uncomfortable, definitely get out of the situation.
That's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm. Because if she's doing that shit now, she's not gonna stop.
You either set up the boundaries right now or you gotta get out.
Do you remember that story way back when where we read about the tradition where the mom of the bride had to like go into the hotel room with the
Yes.
groom?
They had to sleep together, but like you weren't sure if it was just like spend the night or like fuck.
Maybe that's where this culture is. Maybe it's the same poster. Maybe it's their little brother or something.
I'm uncomfortable.
Guys, if you want, please follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Reddit. If you're watching the YouTube video, freaking subscribe.
Follow us on Reddit.
Hit that little
No,
subscribe
don't follow us
button.
on Reddit. Follow us on Twitter. Follow
Hit
us
that
on
little bell
Instagram.
icon.
Instagram. Only like
Mhm.
35% of our listens on YouTube are subscribers. So that's kind of fucked up,
How
to be
dare
fair.
you? Oh, is it because we don't have like a cute like, share, subscribe at the end?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Probably only 30% of our listeners get to the end, so
no, that's
the
not
problem
true.
is
We have
we
better
don't have it at
retention
the
than that.
beginning.
Rude.
But Erica, where can they find us on all of our social media apps?
That is at Judgies Pod, JUDGIES Pod.
And Christian, if they want to send in their own listener submission, where can they do that?
If you have a fantastic story to send us, you can send that to our email at judgiespod@gmail.com.
And guys, please leave us a review. Of course, we read the good ones and we don't read the bad ones. If we didn't read it, you're bad to us.
That's not true. There's a lot of
Also-
reviews and
Also,
not a lot of time.
there's just not enough time. There's
Oh.
too much love, not enough time.
Keep it up.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. The judges love you.